Anna, welcome to People in Legal.
Thank you so much, David. It's great to be here. Thank you for having me as part of the podcast.
Yeah, excited about attending the event.
Thank you very much. We're looking forward to it as well. Just under a month away now. So, yeah, it's approaching quickly, but it's shaping up to be our best yet.
So, Anna, tell us about you and your involvement in the legal community and technology.
So I am the portfolio and content director for the Legal Innovation and Tech Fest. So we have the Legal Innovation and Tech Fest Australia, which is coming up on the 28th and 29th of April at the Hyatt Regency in Sydney. We've also actually just hosted our first Legal Innovation Festival over in Singapore, which was last month. So I look after the program and the content for those events. I work with a lot of people in the legal community to understand the challenges that they're facing, the opportunities that they're seeing. And then I put together the agenda that hopefully reflects and addresses those challenges and opportunities so that they can come together and sort of learn from it, learn from each other. And yeah, ideally, people are leaving the event with some strategies they can take back to their organization that hopefully makes their lives a bit easier.
And so, tell us what's on the agenda.
So look, this year it's been really interesting to see the developments around generative and agentic AI. So we will absolutely have plenty of content on those from a Gen AI perspective. We've got law firms and in-house legal teams sharing what they've been doing in the space. And, we're kind of at the point now where we've moved beyond identifying the use cases. We've got use cases and now we're measuring the outcomes and the impact these tools are having on law firms and legal teams, which is really interesting. There's some great case studies that people are going to be sharing. We're also having a look at values and values-based pricing. So obviously with everything happening with AI, it's really been changing up how law firms are pricing legal work. So there's going to be some interesting discussions really delving into that. We're also looking at skills and capabilities. Future skills is a huge piece at the moment. That's obviously changed with what the future of legal work is going to look like. So understanding what law firms and legal teams are doing in that space, as well as how they're working with law schools to make sure the graduates are coming out with the skills that they need, and what that's going to look like in the future. We are also looking a bit into the future business model of law. That's definitely going to be changing. So we've got some interesting firms on board that are going to be sharing what they're sort of seeing, what they're preparing for.
What's your typical attendee? So, what kind of folks are going to the event this year?
So this year we have, I'd say, around 60% attendance from law firms and 40% from the in-house side. So from the law firm side, we've got everyone from managing partners, chief information, chief innovation officers, people that are heading up digital transformation, legal ops professionals as well. We've got general counsel, senior legal counsel, people that have got a real interest in innovation and tech and are wanting to understand and learn what others are doing out there. We are really fortunate with the community that we've got, that we have people that are so willing to share their knowledge and expertise with our audience and learn from each other. So it is always really fantastic to see the networking that takes place and what happens when all these fantastic minds come together.
Yeah, I mean, we were at the event last year doing the podcast, so it was a fantastic event. I mean, basically, lots and lots of people were chatting to. We're getting a lot out of the conference. One of the things that I think is a really big side benefit, well, it's not a side benefit, but a main benefit is actually the amount of networking that actually happens there. I mean, people, collaborating, sharing ideas. I think it was just fantastic.
Oh, absolutely. And it's really, like, from my perspective in my role, awesome to see year on year people build those relationships. I have some people that are like, oh, I met, this person at the conference 3 years ago and now we're best friends. Or, oh, I actually got, a new job. I got hired by this organization, or I moved over here because I saw what they were doing and it was so interesting and I really wanted to be a part of that. So it's always really, really great to see. I did joke that, someone will maybe find like their future spouse or something there one day. So I would really love to know if we've had any like matches made or anything like that, because I think that'd just be fantastic.
That would be amazing. That would be some extra interesting stories there. That's for sure. So I guess what from point of view of the vendors that are attending this year, they had a very interesting array of vendors attend last year. I mean, I noticed a lot of international folks who were actually coming to Australia were attending as vendors as well.
Yeah, definitely. We've got a great lineup of vendors, and it's just been growing year on year. There's so much innovation happening in the legal tech space. We have got a lot of the big players. We've got everything from startups right up to like our trailblazers, which is this year, 𝗵𝗽𝗶𝗹, Relativity, 𝗰𝗟, and Mary Technology. Mary are actually an interesting one. They won our startup clash about 3 years ago now, and now they're a
Amazing.
trailblazer. So that's been really cool to see. There's been a few organizations like that that we've been able to see the journey that they've gone on. And yeah, others that have just been with us year on year on year. It's been great to see the work that they're doing in the space. Everyone's innovating, everyone's got new tools and technologies, AI tools that they're implementing. There is just so much fascinating work happening in legal tech. There's a lot of great incubators out there. So it's always really cool to see what's new and what's changing. So if you are coming along to the conference, definitely get out there and have a chat to all our vendors because they've got a lot to share.
So imagine I'm in a law firm. I'm trying to convince my boss that I want to come along to the conference. What do I say?
Ooh, okay. If you're trying to convince your boss to let you go along, I would say, hey, we really want to make sure that we're keeping up with the other firms that are out there around Australia that are innovating. We want to make sure we're competitive. We want to be able to, share and hear from what they're doing so that we can understand where we should be at. I do really think these events are a really great opportunity for benchmarking. Sometimes it's even just nice for people to come along and say, like, oh, it's great to know that everyone else has got the exact same problem as me, right? It's a bit of peace of mind. So I think that, yeah, if you're trying to convince your boss, let them know that you are going to come away with some great tools and strategies and great connections as well. I think that's, a really important part of it, as we said, the networking piece, that you've got people that you can then go and ask about their own journey so you can learn from them, because we do really appreciate our speakers taking the time to share things like those learnings. I know they're a real key point in the presentations. I always say to people, look, if you can share like what went wrong as well as what went right, people really love that. So the opportunity to have those candid conversations, that's what you're going to get at this conference. And it is, just a really, really great opportunity to be part of it.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, I just, as I say, we had the conversations last year with people at the conference and with the podcast we're doing as well. I mean, we're so excited about doing the podcast. We don't do every conference in Australia. We're a bit choosy in terms of how we're doing things, and we saw a massive value in working with you guys. So we're so excited about the partnership we've got with you guys and working with you, that sort of stuff. And we're very grateful, Anna, that you spent time with us today on in talking about this.
Oh, thank you so much, David. We're really looking forward to having you there again this year. And I'm sure there'll be some great podcasts that come out of the event as well. We've got some really interesting and bright people that are just part of it. And we're so grateful that they take the time to be part of the community and, yeah, keep sharing their insights.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Anna.